Now that the full season of Countdown is out, I want to talk about the parts I really liked, what didn't work for me, and the cliffhanger ending of season 1. So spoilers are ahead. Countdown is a standard crime drama with no major thing that sets it apart from other shows like it. But one of the main reasons why I liked Countdown so much was because of the cast. It was a nice blend of actors I'm familiar with and fresh faces. And I think the show did a good job of blending suspense, action, and comedy. I also like how we kind of got 2 seasons in one because towards the end of the season, episode 10 to be specific, we have wrapped up the first case with Volchek and moved on to a new case. I found the second case much more interesting and easier for me to comprehend than I did the first one. Plus, the wrap up for Volchek felt flat. Like it was all this build up to him, the threat was neutralized, and then it ended. And I was happy to move on to something new. The suspect known as Todd in the new case is so creepy. And what he's doing is so much more terrifying to me and didn't seem as far-fetched, especially in the political climate we're in right now. I was really worried for the task force this time around, and I didn't feel that way in the top half of the season. I felt like they could handle Volchek, but this new guy, Todd, has them scrambling, and I'm stressed. Now, what I didn't like so much was the personal life of Evan and the subplot with her sister. It was a weak plot for me, and I didn't care about their relationship. Really, all the personal lives of the characters in season 1 were kind of irrelevant to me if I'm keeping it buck. They just weren't compelling enough for me to be interested in them, except for 2. And if you watch the show, you know who I'm talking about, because over here, I'm on the Meacham and Olivera ship. And the idea of it sinking without even a kiss is making me sick and brings me to my next point, the ending. My initial reaction was, OMG, you gotta be effing kidding me. Throughout the final few episodes, it was shown how savvy and calculated Todd was and what he does to eliminate enemies or work out his frustrations. And my baby Oliveras is caught in the mess. Todd identified who was on the task force out to get him, and because he's in law enforcement, he has resources, and that's not a good mix. By the end of season 1, Todd has drugged and kidnapped Oliveras and took her to that field where he killed that poor dog. Now, he didn't care about that pup, so I know Todd doesn't care about Oliveras, and it's just not looking good for her. But since I live in Delulu land, I'm hoping there's a way out for her. Oliveras has been in a hostage situation before. When we first met her, she was in one, and she got herself out of the dire situation. So the likelihood of her surviving this is 50-50 for me. But if Countdown gets renewed and they decide to kill off yet another task force member, especially Oliveras, then they can keep that season. I don't want to see what that does to Meacham. But overall, Countdown isn't a series I would have normally gravitated towards, but I couldn't turn away and enjoyed the pacing, acting, and action in this show. I would very much want another season, but only if Oliveras survives. All episodes of Countdown Season 1 are now available to stream on Prime Video. So now I want to turn it over to you. How did you feel about that final episode of Countdown and the season in general? Are you hoping for a second season? Let me know in the comments.